I wanted to stagger a little bit and get Lonzo off a little bit earlier, at least in the first half, because obviously with Kobe not being here and Alex out as well, we're down ball handling. And I thought, playing him defensively with that first unit and then bringing him back, or at least taking Lonzo off a little bit earlier, just made sense. But I think he's earned it. He's played really well, and he's done a really, really good job for us and continues to grow and get better. I got confidence in him, and I was a little bit worried about the matchup because we started him off on Jeff Green, obviously the size differential. He hung in there. We got hurt on some post-ups early. We were okay. I think defensively in the first half, we really tried to get the ball to Jokic's hands. We did not do a great job after he got rid of it. They generated a lot of shots. But, Ayo, I thought his activity defensively, I thought just his energy, his length, his ability to get downhill, another kind of a ball handler playmaker could help the group.
42 minutes for him tonight.
Yeah, I played some guys too many minutes, to be quite honest with you. We ended up having an 8-man rotation. That's probably not ideal. I really kind of liked the way that second unit was playing, and we didn't really make very many shots. I thought the difference in the first half was a 3-point line. They had made a few more than we did. But I really thought that the group was trying to play the right way and do the right things. And I think that third quarter, especially the end of the third quarter with what Zach did and the way he played, was just spectacular. And then starting that fourth quarter, I thought that second unit really, really played well. So, we had to kind of get our footing offensively in that first half. It was a little bit of a struggle for us. It was a struggle for both teams. I don't think either one of us shot over 40% from the field in the first half. We got to the free throw line a little bit more than they did, but they obviously shot the ball better from behind the line than we did.
What does it say to you that the more you guys keep throwing on Ayo's plate, the more he handles it?
No, I really love coaching him because you can really, really talk to him in a way that he wants the truth. He wants to get better. He wants to grow. He wants to hear what he's got to do to improve. And for me as a coach, when you see a young man with that much hunger and desire to want to be good, he wants to hear it all. And I really, really respect that about him. So for me, so much, and I said this way back when, it's his makeup. It's who he is as a competitor. There may be guys that shoot it better than him. There may be guys faster than him. Maybe guys more athletic than him. But he's got a big heart, and he competes, and he impacts winning. And he, I think, in a lot of ways, makes a lot of timely plays that impact winning. So, there was a lot on his plate tonight, and he really did a great job, not only starting, but playing the number of minutes he played tonight.
It's a big moment for him, being from here, starting to introduce him as from Chicago. How did you deliver the news to him this morning, whenever you delivered? How did you bring him inside and deliver that news to him?
It's got to be an incredible experience for him just growing up in Chicago, probably watching the Chicago Bulls and him being a fan of the game and, following the game, following the Chicago Bulls, the history of the Bulls. And then all of a sudden, here he is. Who would have ever told him if he was 7 years old sitting on his couch, hey, someday you're going to play for the Chicago Bulls, right? I brought him in maybe an hour before the game because we met after I got out of media with you guys. We kind of started to sit down and talk and tried to kind of map out some rotations based on who they were playing. And I brought him in. I said, listen, I'm going to start you. I'm going to probably, keep you out there. You're going to play a lot. But, I just need you to be who you are. And I didn't really say anything more than that to him. I mean, excuse me? No, he's like unfazed. That's the thing I love about him is it's like, okay, however you need to use me, just use me. And if I would have told him, hey, I'm going to start somebody else, he would have been fine with that. Like, he's just a competitor. He loves competing. He loves the game. He loves playing. He's the kind of guy that will do whatever he has to do to help the team. And then the other side of it is he wants the truth about himself of where he's got to get better. And I really admire that because I think a lot of times, it's hard for people to handle sometimes the truth. He wants that. I think he thrives on that. And he's a great guy to coach. He's a great guy to work with. He's got an incredible, infectious personality. And I think he's only going to get better because his skill set's going to get better. But the innate competitive spirit of which he plays with, and I said this before to you guys, like the moment's not too big for him.
You mentioned that third quarter stretch from Zach where he kind of took over scoring, but I thought, season high 8 assists, I thought his decision making. Season high 8 assists from Zach too. I thought his decision making throughout was pretty strong. He had that stretch where he took over, but he was also facilitating a lot, playing 2-man game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like analytically, it's hard at the half. I was disappointed we only had 8 assists at the half, but we're shooting below 40%. So it's like, okay, would we have had more assists had we shot the ball better? It's 8's like a really low number. Are we playing too much ISO? But I do agree with you. I think Zach played an incredibly complete game. Not only scoring and taking over the way he did at the end of the third, but also generating shots for a lot of the guys. And he probably could have had 15 assists. Vooch, I thought he generated some pretty good looks for him. Vooch missed some shots, which fine. I give Vooch a lot of credit for hanging in there and continuing to shoot the ball. But Zach was great all the way around. Tonight I thought he worked really hard defensively. There was a lot on his plate offensively, not only scoring but facilitating. I mean, he played an exceptional game.
Did you get any more info on DeMar, or that'll come tomorrow? Just checking.
No, I mean, I understand. It's probably not going to be until tomorrow. We'll have a better feel. I mean, obviously, we're leaving, I think, in the afternoon to head to Cleveland. So, we'll have way more information by tomorrow to give you. But I don't have anything right now.
Billy, what does it say just in general about this team's depth and team's attitude to come away with the win on a night like this when you don't have DeMar?
Yeah, I mean, I feel really bad for DeMar. He's worked really hard. I think to the best of his ability, he's really tried to remain very, very careful, during these times with COVID. Vooch is a heck of a player. Has been an all-star. Zach last year, was an all-star. Those two guys, I think from a leadership standpoint, did a great job tonight. I think I mentioned to you guys before the game that a lot of these guys have done a terrific job, keeping themselves ready. I give Matt Thomas an enormous amount of credit. I mean, that guy works like you can't believe. Same thing with Troy Brown. And you know what? Tonight their number was called, and they were professional and they stepped up and they played and contributed and did a really, really good job tonight. So it's a lot of respect for those guys in terms of how they approach their job each and every day.
Billy, we're going to take one more from Zoom. Jim Collin, go ahead.
Hi, Billy. Billy, how did you feel Lonzo shot the three ball in the first half, particularly in the first quarter? He really hot up with practically made 2 or 3 3-pointers.
Dublin, Cork, where are we at?
County Clare, Billy.
What's that now?
County Clare in Ireland.
Okay. By the way, I went over there and played golf. It was pretty good over there. I played Old Head, my favorite course in the world.
That's good to know.
I thought Lonzo did a really good job shooting the ball tonight. He got some really good looks. We needed his scoring with DeMar being out. I thought a lot of guys contributed and chipped in, in DeMar's absence. Wasn't going to be one guy. I thought Lonzo was really aggressive offensively tonight. I thought he played really, really well. He had some good looks he didn't make, but he also generated a lot of shots for some other guys. He got downhill. I thought he played, a very, very good game.
Cheers, Billy.
Thank you. Not Old Head.